What's your favorite dinosaur, Glenn?
Platypus.
It's not a dinosaur. It's an animal that's very alive and well today.
Well, maybe a quick descendant of the dinosaurs. Maybe a nice chicken.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What was yours?
Triceratops, because I'm a basic bitch.
Better than a T-Rex.
That is true.
Yes.
Anyone whose favorite dinosaur is a T-Rex doesn't have a personality. I'm talking to you, Tiny Tim.
Yeah, fuck you, Tiny Tim.
Little 6-year-old motherfucker.
Your basic ass.
To Keystone Film Review. We just saw 65, directed by Scott Beck and Brian Woods, written by Scott Beck and Brian Woods, starring Adam Driver, Ariana Greenblatt, Chloe Coleman, and Nika King, and that is essentially it.
That's it.
This, of course, tells the story about a space traveler who lands on Earth 65 million years ago. And dinosaurs, because that's what dinosaurs were on Earth 65 million years ago.
I think so.
Yes.
We have it on record and recordings.
Mm-hmm. This was, I don't want to say a highly anticipated movie for me. It seemed fun from the trailer. I will say, and this is not a spoiler because you literally find out in the opening 30 seconds. I was a little disappointed because the trailer made it seem like he goes back in time and like he's from our world, maybe a little bit in the future, and goes back in time. That is not the case with this. He is an alien, would be an alien to Earth, and from a different world completely, where for some reason they speak English and are also humanoid.
From the planet Samosa.
Samaris or something like that.
Some.
Yeah, I was expecting just a stupid action thriller about Adam Driver fighting a bunch of dinosaurs. Got that to some extent, but it was a little, I don't want to say disappointing.
It's a little drier and slower.
Drier and slower than was anticipated. But Adam Driver did great for what he was given. He wasn't given much, and he kind of nailed it for what he was given.
Yeah. For me going into this, I thought it was I didn't expect too much. I thought it was gonna be like a Turok movie. If anybody's ever played Turok, this guy is basically fighting dinosaurs with kind of futuristic weapons. But I thought it was gonna be like that a little bit more, but you know, with a little girl in the clutches of this guy.
Yeah.
But not in a bad way. It felt like that at times, but at the same time, it didn't feel like that at all. But yeah, that's fine. This is probably the closest we're gonna get to a Turok movie ever. Who knows?
Never say never.
Never say never. But
Justin Bieber told me that.
Yeah, there was no expectations to this movie, so I really wasn't clutching at the pearls for this one.
Oh, Adam Driver.
Wow. It felt like a C movie with an A-list actor.
Yeah. It's kind of weird, like, what did Adam Driver see in this? Other than, I could see, like, you know, because he's an ex-Marine. I could see him kind of, like, being drawn to the whole survivalist nature of it because he's an ex-Marine.
There's one point where he does, for this movie, he kind of acts his ass off.
Yeah.
It was when he got trapped in the cave and got separated from the girl, and he's like, go on! Just fucking screaming. He's like he's pouring his heart out.
Yeah.
Just yelling at
There's a lot of moments like that for him. And also the girl, Ariana Greenblatt, she was pretty good too. Her character didn't speak English. She spoke some alien language, which makes more sense than Adam Driver speaking English.
Yeah.
But of course, I know why they did it.
And looking at a language that in books that wasn't English.
Yeah, she did really good for you know what the source material was. Of course, the performances are better than what is warranted for this or needed for this. The design of the dinosaurs was kind of lacking. Some of them looked cartoonish in a way, like in the eyes mainly. Other ones, like I don't know. Obviously, we don't know every dinosaur that ever existed because
apparently they had feathers too. So
well, yeah, but yeah, we don't know every dinosaur that ever existed. We probably never will know every dinosaur that ever existed. But these ones were just like the fuck is that? Like they were like hybrids of T-Rexes.
We
and
actually
other
heard them
things.
say that. That's what out
Yeah.
loud.
So it was just kind of weird, like weird choices. I think it would have been more beneficial to the story to have. Granted, I'm not an expert, so a paleontologist might be looking at that and know exactly what the fuck is they're looking at. But for amateurs like us, it's
Silly
just
geese.
like, what the fuck is that? And it would have been, even if it wasn't historically accurate or biologically accurate, you know what I'm saying, to have just the dinosaurs we're familiar with. I don't know how accurate the dinosaurs in this are, but it was more confusing. It had more confusion than I was hoping for.
Yeah, I like the concept that they kind of crash landed on this, and then Adam Driver's slowly finding out that there's going to be a meteor that crashes on this planet Earth that wipes out dinosaurs and such.
In Mexico, in the Gulf of Mexico.
Yeah,
like right on the edge.
So
of
he's
the
got to
Gulf
get
of
the fuck out of there. And luckily for him, there's an escape pod. But
Mexico.
I thought that was a cool concept.
Yeah.
But the movie was just so C-tier that it wasn't like a big grandiose type thing. It was like, I was like, that's kind of cool. I don't care enough about this movie for me to jump into some pants and run out the door.
Yeah. I think they the kind of backstory of Adam Driver's character was a nice element. Kind of wasted in a movie like this. I feel like there's so much potential there for like a better movie, and it just kind of fell flat. But yeah, I mean, it's if you're able to see it for free, you've seen worse things.
I'm curious. I'm assuming this was shot during COVID. I don't know. I'm wondering if it was one of those ones that was kind of like on the back burner in COVID, and they just released it now or something.
Like they put it on the shelf, and then they were like, we might as well release something. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely a possibility. I feel like that would have been the case if it was released a year or two ago, but now things like we have things coming out more frequently, quicker.
No idea.
Who knows?
Huh?
The director, the filmmakers know, but we don't. But yeah, that's all I gotta say about this. For ratings, I'd probably give this a 2.5.
Yeah.
Very meh. It's not bad. I didn't hate it. I didn't love it. I didn't have a lot of fun watching it, but I wasn't like ripping my hair out.
No, it was a time
in our lives.
Yep.
That we're not getting back.
That passed.
Yeah.
It was fine. I mean, performances are the best you're gonna get out of a movie of this caliber. It could have probably been better in some ways, but we're not knocking anybody for not making it. So
I did like the character dynamics. I think that's probably the best thing is the character dynamics of it. But that's not going to save the movie.
No, sadly not.
Yeah, so it's 2.5 for you
A
too.
double 2.5.
Yes, it's almost as if we think the same things about most movies.
Sometimes.
But yes, if you saw 65, tell us what you thought down in the comments. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Were you 2.5 and down the middle like we are? What is your favorite Adam Driver role? And what is your favorite dinosaur? And do you think Adam Driver could defeat that dinosaur in a fight?
I think barehanded.
Barehanded.
Straight up.
Yeah, he's got bare hands.
I did want to say the props did look pretty plastic, like pretty light.